And right now, federal help is on the way to investigate last week's deadly house explosion in Sterling. We went back to the neighborhood today, and as you can see, it's a bit quieter as fire marshals continue to comb through the rubble for evidence.
Yeah, and new tonight, we're learning the volunteer firefighter killed in that blast was never inside of the home. He was outside when a gas leak ignited the explosion. Our Matthew Torres has new information tonight from investigators.
As of today, the fire chief says the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health will conduct its own investigation. It will take several months to complete a report, but for now there are other efforts to better analyze the response. While there are plenty of questions about the house explosion that killed Sterling volunteer firefighter Trevor Brown, Loudoun County Fire Chief Keith Johnson says he welcomes a federal safety investigation.
They will fly in resources to us to be able to complete a objective look at this, which will follow the efforts of this board and be fully transparent when that report is done.
Johnson says there's also a so-called significant incident team that will review the response
and find out what our folks did, what they did well, and what we could do better, and what we will learn and share and with everyone.
Fire marshals continued to comb the scene days later, focusing on the gas leak from a 500-gallon propane tank. The chief says Brown was outside the house when he died.
We often think of the outside of the home as our safe refuge area, and certainly this did not prove to that fact. 2
firefighters, including Loudoun County Middle School teacher Brian Diamond, remain in the burn unit. Both suffered second-degree burns after being trapped in the rubble.
It was a pretty catastrophic event.
Medical Director John Morgan responded to the scene as he watches more injured firefighters released from the hospital. He says prioritizing peer support and mental health services is a main goal.
It's not necessarily today and tomorrow. It could be a month or 2 or 3 away where people start having some issues, and so we just have to maintain that support for the long haul.
A supervisor also asked the fire chief if there should be a consideration in changing the building code on where these propane tanks should be placed. The chief says for now it is too early to tell as the investigation is still underway. He also says since Friday night there's been an uptick in gas leak calls, not because there are more gas leaks, but rather more residents are concerned about a potential smell. In Sterling tonight, I'm Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.